You're watching ZTV.
I am Zari. I'm a member of the Grow Your Dreams Business Network. You can find the network on Facebook, or you can go to growyourdreamsconference.com and find lots of information about it there. We are a Christian business network and we help you grow your dreams, launch your dreams. We're coaches and authors and business people and all that stuff, and the team helps and leads and guides you to do wonderful things. It was started by our midwife, Linda Dominique Grosvenor Holland, and you can find her at her website, which is the same, Linda Dominique Grosvenor Holland.com, and you can go to my website zwriteswords.org and link to hers if you don't know how to spell her names, and you can also go to zsolvesproblems.com and find her also over there on the right hand side on the blog. Can't stay, just saying hi. Save this scope. I will. Love you, Podmate. Thank you. Hi, Butterfly Pumpkin. Good to see you here. I have just a couple quick things to share with you today. First of all, if you haven't purchased this book, go get it right now. Go to zwriteswords.org and order this book. It's going to be good, especially since I've been seeing all those posts about people not being booed up for the winter months that are coming, and they're saying it's too late for you. It's not too late for you. Go get your book, and your man will be there before you know it. And you can also go to payhip.com/Miss Banks and get the Praying with Power and Purpose Module 6, which is called God's Timing and Yes for Marriage. That's a good one too. It's exciting. There's an anointing and a release in that for you. If you've been waiting a long time for your man and you're ready for him to come right now, you can go and get that and be activated so that he can come to you in a decent amount of time. Another thing that I wanted to remind you of, again, the growyourdreamsconference.com website. Go register for the conference. It's not until April, but you want to get started. You want to get your accommodations. You want to get everything taken care of, or do a little bit at a time up until then so that you're not rushing at the last minute and have to miss out. You definitely want to participate. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the people who are inviting people and joining. I really, really, really appreciate you. What I wanted to talk to you today is about, I have these mentoring sessions that I started this morning with. They're really good, really exciting. Did some good work, some breakthrough and deliverance for some people, but it's teaching women how to talk to men. Most women are not trained in how to talk to men, and so we end up, saying wrong things all the time, and we wonder why we don't get what we want, or why they leave the conversation while they're not fully participating in conversations. And so those are things that I have been helping people to overcome. And the reason I came upon that is because my sweetheart is always telling me, and let me tell you, I had to get my mind together personally, because number one, I used to speak death all the time when I was first coming up. I was trained to speak wrong and just be bossy and grumpy and all that stuff toward men, and nobody wants to put up with that. Even Proverbs tells us about the nagging wife. It's better for the husband to live on the roof. And so we need to learn how to control our mouths. And I was saying in my email that I sent out over the weekend that if you look at TV, there's these dominating women who are always telling men this and calling them dumb and, doing sneaky things behind their back and all this stuff. And then they wonder why the relationships are all crap. It's because they're doing everything outside of God's will and outside of God's way and basically outside of kingdom order. This is something that I've been talking about for the last couple of weeks, because the Lord has been talking to me about that, is being out of kingdom order. It invites the demonic into your life, and it also cancels your destiny. You have to be in God's order. God's order is not like man's order. That's the thing. It's not like man's order at all. So if you're trying to say, I want God's order to be, for this part of my life, but I want my order for this part of my life, you're going to have chaos everywhere, because that just doesn't work, you know. And one of the things that I was able to share in most of the sessions that I did this morning was that, any area that you submit to God, especially if you submit your communication with your spouse to God, then He's going to bless that. He's going to prosper it, because you can't put something in God's hands and it not increase and not grow and not do better, because He is called the God of increase. He's the God of more. He's the God of the impossible. He's the God who speaks of things that are not as though they are. And so He just makes things good. But, I've been doing lots of networking and going out and about town and meeting other business people and all that stuff. And it's so funny. I was watching last week and I saw two ladies in a row. There's this real attractive business guy in town, and he's just because you're attractive, people are drawn to you and they want to speak with you and stuff. But then when they get there, they say stupid stuff to him, so he's like bouncing, right before they don't even get where they want to go. Here's this eligible man, and these women are like, they're attracted to him, they're potential dates for him, but they're saying the wrong things out of their mouths, so they're not even getting close to the door. It doesn't matter what they look like, their mouths are killing it for them. So I was like, oh my gosh, they need to learn how to talk to men. That would really help them out. And so, and then I was telling my sweetie about it when he was here over the weekend, and he was saying, "Well, I love the way you talk to me. You're always so sweet to me, and you say these right things to me and stuff like that." And it took me, I had to learn to do that. I'm telling you, my mouth used to be horrible, really, really bad. But I've learned to fix that. And even after we got together, I had to work on it a long time. Like I was driving him crazy for a long time with the things that came out of my mouth because even though I know how important words are, and I've known even before we connected last year that his love language was words, because even before, God even told me who my husband was. He told me, when he was giving me the explanation of who he was like, well, his love language is words of affirmation, so you need to work on that, Banks. And so I started working on it. I had two mentors that really, really spent time with me and taught me how to fix my mouth. So that's how serious it was. I had to have two people and the Lord helping me get my mouth under control. So it's worth it to have somebody help you. So I'm offering these sessions right now. They're 30 minutes and they are powerful. I'm telling you, I'm good at, like, I always want to give you 1, 2, 3 things that you put into practice right now and they're going to change your life. So I'll do that for you based on your, what are you laughing at? I am the movement. So I'm going to give you those things, but of course it depends on your situation. I love to be general and say this, and this, but it's better when I can, assess your specific situation and let you know what's going on and how to fix that, because there are basics, of course, that you need to do, but you might be already doing that. So why tell you that if that's something that you want to do? Yes, I can relate. And another thing that I wanted to share with you is just like one basic tip that I always want to remind ladies: when you're talking to a man, look him in the eye. A lot of women don't do that, but you have to look him in the eye. That how much help we need with our mouths. I know it. I know it. You need to look him in the eyes, especially in business. Oh my gosh, in business, like look how men operate and how they function with each other in business. They're not all like shy and blah blah blah. Like you lose your credibility with the man right away if you can't look him in the eye and say what you're gonna say. Like he's wondering, what is this shifty eyed person doing? And then it doesn't even take them long. Like all this stuff in the brain happens in seconds, and men are like gone. They just bounce because they don't want to put up with all that. If you don't want to get going on what their agenda is, and I'm not talking wrong agendas, but I'm saying like the way their brains work. If you're not here to hit the point, hit the target right away, then stop wasting their time. That's how they view things. And a lot of women are all like, yeah. And, I teach women I have been teaching women in these sessions, how to say what you want, how to ask for what you want, and then how to get it. And then you do that with honor and integrity and respect. You don't do it with any type of manipulation, no witchcraft, no Jezebel, none of that stuff. Because that, again, will put you out of kingdom order, and that's going to backfire on you anyway, which you don't want. Because you end up messing around with those demonic forces trying to get what you want using manipulation in your speech. You set yourself up for so much more damage than you could possibly imagine. It just doesn't, it's not even worth it to attempt that. That's how you end up, I'm not even going to go there, but that it's not going to work for you. So learn how to, speak to men, learn how to say what you want to say, ask for what you want, and then get it. It's so funny. When I got myself together with my sweetie, I shared this in a couple broadcasts ago. Well, I don't remember what month, but when I stopped messing around with him, it was just like, boom, I ask for what I want and I get it. Boom, 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 boom. And I just get whatever I want. Whatever I ask him for, he does it like right away. So those are things that you want to happen in your relationship. You don't want to have to be like, oh, I've asked my husband to do this 7 times and he's not doing it. Well, it's more likely you than it is that that he's not following up on it. It's if you know how to communicate effectively. I was telling one of the wives this morning, you're the one who sets the atmosphere of your home. So if you can get your mouth under control, what do you say about the different ways to communicate? I say lots of things. It depends on, you're the one who sets the tone of your home. That's your domain. The Lord has given that to you. So if you know how to wield your mouth the right way, then your home's going to be glorious, and your husband's going to be, the king that you want him to be, and you're going to be the queen that he's spoiling like rotten. And I can attest to this. Let me tell you, I'm a horrible driver. You're not supposed to speak death, but I'm just telling you the truth. I'm distractible. I'm on my phone. I'm doing stuff. I'm looking at everybody. I'm like, move. I'm speeding down the road, all this stuff. My sweetie loves that daggone Mercedes that he drives. This parking all crazy out in the middle of nowhere. You got to walk 10 blocks. He doesn't want anybody to touch that car. And yet he lets me drive that car every single time we get together. You know what I'm saying? And it's because, I know how to talk to him. I get right to that place where we just communicate well, but it's because I fix the way that I communicate with him. And a lot of times people say, well, and I used to believe this too, that men respond to women, but that's not, I mean, women respond from men. They're supposed to take the lead and that stuff, but that's not how it works in communication. Women, we really do have this amazing power if you know how to wield it properly and in godly ways. It works out well for you. But I'm saying, like, men are responding to you. They are responding to you. So if you're beating around the bush and being wishy-washy, they're going to beat around the bush and be wishy-washy. But if you're direct and you're saying what you want, number one, do you come across more attractive? You come across more intelligent. But, the power that you have, good power, positive power comes out, and you're able to, like I said, ask for what you want, say what you want, and get it. Okay, so go to zsolvesproblems.com and book one of those sessions. They end, the 50% off discount ends on Saturday, October 31st. You don't have to have your session by then, but you have to at least book it, schedule it, pay for it by October 31st. But I mean, it's just such a beautiful thing. Just, I'm telling you, if you can fix the way you run your mouth, like if you're somebody who runs your mouth with men, so sorry for you. So sorry for you. You know, if you fix that, it'll be good for you, I promise. All right, take care. God bless you. zrightswords.org, zsolvesproblems.com. Oh, and don't forget to register for the Grow Your Dreams Conference at growyourdreamsconference.com. Bye-bye.